Welcome back to another part of the Man City 20-point deduction challenge here on FC26, where last episode we kicked it off in which we gave Manchester City a 20-point deduction using the manager live start points. It was a point deduction challenge. You start at -20 and you simply just have to get out of relegation. We've already done that, and so technically the challenge for the manager live portion is complete because it is getting out of the relegation zone and raising 20 million from player sales. We've done that with ease. It's now about us to try and climb all the way back up to at least the top 4. That is our aim, is Champions League football for the end of this little one-season experiment. We're going to obviously try and win the Premier League. That's why I've chosen Manchester City, because it's going to be the easiest team to possibly compete and do with. You can see there we've won 8 games. We've drawn 3. We've only conceded 6 goals in 11 matches. And up next we have Newcastle United. We are going to get through a load of games today. We will probably end this episode around February or March. So let's go and strap in, get the lights on. We obviously are in the Champions League. I'm not focusing on the Champions League. I believe we've been knocked out. No, we haven't been knocked out. We have the Manchester Derby in the Carabao Cup. Again, not focusing about that. Don't care about that. It is simply and solely Premier League. If you're enjoying this, go and leave a like and subscribe. And let's get straight into the game here. The first one of the day. It's Man City versus Newcastle United. And here we go. It is Man City versus Newcastle United. Oscar Bob crosses blocked. They'll fall from Marmoush into Bernardo Silva. Back to Marmoush into Erling Haaland. And Erling Haaland gets taken away. Matheus Nunes crosses blocked. Bob. Bernardo Silva. Erling Haaland. Over the top for Bob again. Oh, it's a heavy first touch. We can't play Phil Foden because he no longer wants to be part of the squad. And so theoretically we are forced to sell him in January, so he is quite literally not a part of the squad at all. It was either we released him, as Donnarumma makes the first save of the day for Newcastle United. It was either we release him or we sell him in January. I did that thinking we'd still be able to play him. We can't. And Bruno Guimaraes takes the lead for Newcastle. It's 1-0. All right for Bobby. Mr. Bobs. Bernardo into Matheus Nunes. Matheus Nunes into Erling Haaland. He's offside. Nunes cross in for Erling Haaland. Header is just off target. Johnny Rainers, Erling Haaland, and we might finally have the breakthrough. We will, and there it is. Erling Haaland, 1-1. Anthony Gordon off of the crossbar. Moosh, wide for Bobby. And Bobby down the right-hand side. Erling Haaland just waiting to pounce, and there he is. And Erling Haaland. It's looking like it's going to be another draw here, possibly. Yep, it's more than likely going to be another draw unless Newcastle can steal it away at the end here. Anthony Gordon, Willock, and they will be able to steal it away. Newcastle United give Man City their first loss of the season here. Points we can't allow to be dropped have been dropped. Next up is Leeds United at home, and it is a 2-1 win. Back to winning ways. Omar Marmoush with a brace. Next up is Fulham away from home, and Erling Haaland and Bernardo Silva on the score sheet this time. And it's a 2-1 win here for Man City. Back-to-back wins. And with a win against Fulham, Sunderland, Crystal Palace, a draw against West Ham, another win against Nottingham Forest, and then a win again once more against Sunderland. We currently are now in January 1st of the new year, where we currently sit 9th in the Premier League table after halfway through the games here. We are just 10 points off the top 4. It is 100% doable here. We're obviously more than likely going to lose Phil Foden. We're not going to bring anyone else in. We're just going to go with our base team here. It's Man City versus Chelsea up next, though, in the Premier League, where Chelsea sit 3rd. And out of curiosity, what are we on? We are on 26 points. We are 14 points off the top spot. I tell you what, it's probably impossible to win the Premier League, but it's definitely not impossible to at least get in the top 4 with this Manchester City squad. Let's continue going. Let's see what these boys are looking like. And just out of pure curiosity, how are we in the Champions League? We currently sit 9th in the Champions League. We did get knocked out in the quarterfinals to Manchester United on penalties in the Carabao Cup, so there's that. And then the FA Cup first round is going to be against West Brom. But without further ado, it is Manchester City versus Chelsea. A massive, massive game up here today. I still don't know why Ruben Amorim is the manager. It's done it on every single manager live scenario I've done. for the Ultimate Team objectives. So I don't know why it's Ruben Amorim, but it is. We make one change in that default starting lineup in that. Oh, okay, there is the Man City mascot. Why did it cut to him randomly? We have Savinho, I believe, or no, it might be Ryan Cherky on the right-hand side instead of Mr. Bob. Palmer crossed in, and Nate Nori deals with it into Nunez. And Matheus Nunez now crossed in for Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland gets there. Erling Haaland heads it in, and Manchester City have the lead out of nowhere. Erling Haaland with the header of a goddess. It's 1-0 for City. And that is more than likely halftime. 1-0 up to City here against the Chelsea. Corner comes in. Fofana heads it in. I think that was Osimhen. Is there going to be a penalty for that? You cannot give a penalty for that. That's just the action of the game. That's the AI action. Like, how is that a penalty? Is that meant to be Garnacho? I think it is meant to be Garnacho. Cole Palmer to rescue, well, not to rescue, but to at least draw a back level here. And Cole Palmer will draw level 1-1. Penalty was never a penalty. Joao Pedro. Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer P-rolls it in. 2-1. Chelsea are going to steal another 3 points from us as well. Both games we played, we're going to end up losing here. And that's 3-1, and Chelsea are going to win here. Can we get back to winning ways here against Brighton? We can. Bernardo and Bernardo. So a brace from Silva gets us back to a winning way here. Here we go. It is the Manchester Derby. Man City versus Manchester United. Let's see if we can come out on top and win our first game I actually play in this episode here. Ain't Nori out wide to Marmoush. And Marmoush into Erling Haaland. Can he have another power header straight to the Lomans keeper? Sesko. Is Cunha surely offside? He's not offside. Wow. It's a corner for United. Corner comes in. Gervadio deals with it initially. It's not cleared properly. Ain't Nori. Block shot. Another corner for United. Mazzarari. Cross comes in. Cunha. Donnarumma. Pop save. Keanu Rangers. Out wide for Marmoush. And Omar Marmoush now down the right-hand side. Left-hand side. Into Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland finds the back of the net. Finally, we have the lead here. It's 1-0 to City. It's his 11th goal of the season. Savinho. Cross comes in. Erling Haaland. Can he mount up? He does. But Lamas with a great save and out for a corner. Savinho off for Dorku. Bernardo Silva in the box. Header saved again. Dorku. Erling Haaland. 2-0. City take the lead, or double the lead, I should say. And that should seal the deal. A win against the Derby boys. Ruben Amorim, I guess against his former club. 2-0 here for Manchester City. And that is full time. Manchester City 2, Manchester United 0. A Derby Day victory and a massive 3 points on our quest for top 4, the challenge. Wolves away from home, and it took a Bernardo Silva 86-minute winner. Actually, was that a winner? No, it's technically not a winner. It's just I guess it is a winner because Bueno scored in the 89th minute. But a 3-2 win against Manchester City. Bernardo Rodrigo and Bernardo on the score sheet. It's Tottenham up next, but we are going to assimilate through it this time here because I want to end the episode off against Liverpool, which is the next game up. And a 0-0 draw against Tottenham. New formation for this game here. Erling Haaland is still the striker. Marmoush comes in the cam. Doku at left wing. Cherky on the right hand side. We say hello to Ake at center back just because it's Ake. He's a great center back. And then Gavardio moves over to left back. Ain't Nori gets dropped. Let's get into it. Gravenberg, Nuno Mendes, Mohamed Salah. Donnarumma saves. Unless it switched over, unless it affected this, I should be on Legendary. Cherky, I'm definitely on Legendary because these games have not been, because on World Class for the ultimate objectives just to get it a little bit easier. In fact, I probably could have put it to Amateur, but I put it to World Class. So, I mean, we should still be on Legendary unless it ticked over somehow and it hasn't gotten easier. Doku into Erling, block shot, rebound. Marmoush was there. He can't find the feeding correctly. Omar Marmoush into Rodri. I thought it was going to go to Haaland. That's why I first time shot it. Doku into Marmoush. Marmoush into Erling. And Erling Haaland straight at Allison. Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo drags the shot incredibly wide. Isak deflected. Rico Lewis will get there. Donnarumma will clear it up the field. Headed down. Jeremy Doku chops inside. Jeremy Doku into Marmoush. And Omar Marmoush takes the lead with 9 minutes left to go. It's 1-0 to the City Blues. And that's full time. The referee does not allow Isak to explore that attacking option. A narrow 1-0 win against Manchester City, a top 4 side. It's a great way to end part 2 here. And so we end part 2 here, only 7 points off top 5, 8 points off the top 4. We are looking good. Again, we are more than likely not going to compete for that Premier League title. And Newcastle are doing the Invincibles. Newcastle United are doing the Invincibles. They've drawn every other game here. They're quite literally winning and then drawing. But they've done the Invincibles at the moment, and there's only a 2-point gap between them and Chelsea. Now, Aston Villa can technically go top up, well, not top, but they can go joint top with their 2 games in hand. Am I dumb? I am dumb. I seen the 13. I thought it was 23. It's 25. Never mind. Ignore me. Next episode, we end this and see if we can get in top 4. Maybe reach the final of any European competition, something like that. I'll see y'all there. Leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.